Allow the world to live as it thunderous fervor, and allow yourself to live as 777 cut through the night sky. I sat in the captain's seat, my hands gripping the controls tightly as we soared over the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean. It was a routine flight, or so I thought, from Los Angeles to Tokyo. But little did I know that this journey would be anything but ordinary. As the hours passed, the darkness outside seemed to grow thicker, swallowing the plane whole. The only source of light came from the instrument panel in front of me, casting an eerie glow across the cockpit. I glanced out of the window, but all I could see was an endless void of blackness. Suddenly, a chill ran down my spine as a voice crackled over the radio. "Flight 437, this is air traffic control. We're detecting some unusual weather patterns ahead. Please confirm your altitude and heading." I quickly checked our instruments before responding. "This is Flight 437, maintaining altitude and heading as per our flight plan." But as soon as the words left my lips, the plane lurched violently, as if being pulled by an unseen force. Alarms blared throughout the cockpit, and I struggled to regain control as the plane veered off course. "Mayday! Mayday! This is Flight 437. We're experiencing severe turbulence!" I shouted into the radio, my voice trembling with fear. But there was no response, only static. With a sinking feeling in my stomach, I realized that we were completely alone, lost in the darkness of the night. I fought against the controls, trying desperately to stabilize the plane, but it was like trying to tame a wild beast. The turbulence grew worse, tossing us around like a toy in the hands of a malevolent child. And then, just as suddenly as it had begun, the turbulence ceased, leaving an eerie calm in its wake. I breathed a sigh of relief, thinking that the worst was over. But I couldn't have been more wrong. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw something moving outside the cockpit window. At first, I thought it was just a trick of the light, but then I realized with growing horror that it was a figure standing on the wing of the plane. My heart pounded in my chest as I stared in disbelief. The figure was shrouded in darkness, its features obscured, but I could feel its malevolent gaze boring into my soul. I reached for the intercom, wanting to warn the crew, but before I could speak, the figure raised a hand and pointed directly at me. And then, with a sickening grin, it vanished into